Welcome to the training video for the DLS hosted PBX version 5.1. I'm Steve and I'll be your guide through today's video. Our topics for the 5.1 training video include reporting enhancements, a new companion panel, call handling options, web interface changes, office hours and follow me, BLF updates, Salesforce CRM Integration, a SIP peering module, and configuration support for new handsets. Chapter 1. Reporting Enhancements. Maximum hold time was added to the Queue Activity Summary Report. Fax reports can now be filtered by user, group, call direction, and outcome. Login and change logs now have additional filters. Conference reports now contain a link to conference recordings. Queue report filter selections now include all queues and all agents. Multiple new reports were added, including a new group of reports for call quality. Chapter 2. Companion Panel. The previous panel, FOP2, has been replaced by a DLS HTML5 panel framework which will allow us to add additional features and migrate away from Flash. The first new features added to the DLS panel are barge, voicemail indicators, and an integrated softphone. Custom transfer functions can be configured for each panel, and in advanced mode, panel permissions can be granted on a granular basis. A more detailed training video will be released separately for the panel. Chapter 3. Call Handling. In call quality monitoring, you can set email notifications and routing switches based on a number of situations such as high packet loss or unreachable handsets. Adding switches and switch groups to your system allows you to change call routing at the press of a button. Go-to call routing rules now have an option to only route when a trigger is active. Call routing switches can also be toggled by a routing tree in addition to manually or by a call quality alert. Comments can be added to store routing-related notes for administrators. Server-side jitter buffers and system defaults for jitter buffer configuration can be modified to improve call quality at the cost of latency for high jitter scenarios. Jitter buffers can also be overridden at the user level. If Enable Blind Transfer is enabled, users will be able to use the blind transfer function on outbound calls. In order to ensure continued use of automated third-party systems with outbound blind transfer, it is recommended that the blind transfer key be changed from the default of pound to double pound or some other key combination. Chapter 4. Web Interface. The web interface now integrates a simple chat tool that allows you to connect with your team instantly without installing a chat client on your device. We have also included the first release of our web-based softphone, including BLF and contact directory support. In system billing, you can browse your rates, invoices, licenses, modules, and phone numbers. You can view invoice details, and you can also request licenses, modules, or additional phone numbers. Handset Reboot allows you to send a configuration check request to the selected handsets. Each type of device responds in a different manner. Some handsets always reboot, some only reboot on certain changes, some update configuration without reboot, and some may not respond. Chapter 5: Office Hours. Office Hours has several changes and new options, including starting and ending day of month. Time intervals can now wrap past midnight. Fix midnight-related issues for non-central time zones. Introduction of a new span mode, which allows for rules to cover a specific time span. And a new holiday mode for both day of and observed holidays. Follow Me hours also support the new office hour features, such as span and holiday modes, day of month, and midnight wrapping. Chapter 6: Busy Lamp Feature. BLF key support has been added for conferences, parking pickup, and queues. In addition to BLF support for the Do Not Disturb button available on some handsets, speed dial keys can be added for system-side Do Not Disturb functionality. BLF display was added to the Status Users page. Chapter 7: Salesforce CRM Integration. With per-tenant connections to Salesforce.com, you can define contact type prioritization and enable call log synchronization, or import and export personal contacts to Salesforce. Our desktop application now supports screen pops for inbound or outbound calls with note synchronization to Salesforce. Chapter 8: SIP Peering Module. SIP peering allows you to route calls to and from other SIP-based systems. Choose your inbound routing context, codec options, and any incoming digit stripping. For outbound calls, route by specific extension rules or by patterns, with or without digit stripping. Chapter 9: Handsets. Configuration support has been added for the Counterpath Bria 4 and the Yealink SIP-T48G. This concludes the DLS hosted PBX version 5.1 upgrade training video. We hope that this video was useful for you, and thank you for your continued patronage.